What's good, Consistent Gains fam? Today's video is on how I gained 40 pounds in 1 month. First thing I want to talk about is how it all occurred. I was in my last year in the Marine Corps, super stressed out because of the command I was working with. My workouts were super inconsistent. Due to my work schedule, my eating habits were terrible, and I was just in a state where I was depressed, stressed out, and so ready to get out of the military and be in control of my life. After I just gave you guys that pretty much previous history of how I came to gain the 40 pounds in 1 month, I want to tell you guys 3 key takeaways from this. It's going to be 3 mistakes that I've made, and I want you guys to not make the same mistakes. That's the reason why I made this video. That's why you see in the thumbnail, don't do this. How I gained 40 pounds in 1 month, what not to do. Mistake number 1, overeating. If you do not know, being in a caloric surplus causes you to gain weight. Some people do it when they want to bulk, and others do it just because they don't have the discipline and control of their eating habits. Well, I was one of those people, and I actually got to feel what it feels like to not have control anymore over my eating habits and just my current situation, my mindset. Everything was so clustered at the time. So I couldn't focus on eating properly, to be honest with you. And I can relate to a lot of you who are watching this right now. One thing I can tell you guys is eating to gain weight, if you're a hard gainer, should be done in a healthy manner. And I was obviously not doing that. I was gaining weight because I can gain weight easily, but I was doing it a terrible way. You should obviously stick to healthier foods when you're trying to gain weight. All you have to do is eat above your maintenance calories. So what I was doing was eating way above my maintenance calories. And I was eating nothing but fast food almost for lunch and dinner every single day. So that is what caused me to gain 40 pounds in 1 month. That's just one factor of it. So I'm going to move on to mistake number 2. One last thing before I move on to mistake number 2. I just want you to understand that nutrition is more than just what you consume in your body, like through eating. It's about the people you're around, the things that you got going on in your personal life, what you are reading, what you're watching on TV, what you're listening to. All those things have a very high impact on what goes on inside of you. So mistake number 2, and I thought I would never make this mistake. I'm like, that could never be me. But mistake number 2 is inconsistent workouts. So obviously my company is called Consistent Gains. So one of these videos I want to bring out for you guys, I'm going to explain why my company is called Consistent Gains and how the company actually came about. So it's ironic for me to be having inconsistent workouts, but it happens to the best of us. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes and we learn from them. And I definitely learned a lot, and I'm just here to share with you guys, to teach you the things that I did so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. I couldn't get into a sustainable workout routine due to my work schedule, which leads me to this. If your job is causing you to not be able to, if it's becoming detrimental to your health, you need to change it, regardless of whether you want to or not, because in the long run, your health is the most important thing that you have at the end of the day. Your mental well-being, and just health is wealth is what they say. It's a fact. So if you are not healthy and you are not feeling good with what you're doing, if you're not happy with your job, you need to make that change to better your life. I'm not just saying up and quit your job, but do it in a manner to where you're going to set yourself up for success. You need to plan to move out of your current situation. You are never stuck in any position that you don't want to be stuck in. If you were there and you want to get out of it, you will make that change yourself. Mistake number 3. This is a very big one, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the military deal with this. Not even just in the military, a lot of people in the corporate world, civilian sector as well. They deal with the fact that they're sleep deprived. That was mistake number 3, being sleep deprived. I was barely getting any sleep due to the high work rate of my job. And we work different shifts. Sometimes we work the day shift and the night shift, and that can cause you to lose sleep, and that causes you to gain excess weight and also just be irritable, depressed, even more stressed out, because sleep is very important because it helps your body to recover, relax, and just get you primed and ready for the next day. So if you're not getting that, you're not letting yourself, it's like driving your car for 10 days straight. Eventually that car is just going to break down because it's not resting. Same thing with your body. You got to think about it in that kind of sense. You need to rest and recover so you can go back and give 110% again. One more thing to add to that, like I said about the job thing earlier, if you're not happy with your job, instead of sitting there complaining about it, do something about it and make a change. Plan to move into a new field. Find something you're passionate about. Find something that's going to work around your time and help to preserve your time. Something that you can control, and you can work in your work schedule. You can work in your workout schedule, your eating schedule, and your sleeping schedule. Don't sit there and just complain about it. If you're sitting there complaining about it, not doing anything, nothing good ever came from complaining. So might as well just make the change, talk less, do more. All right, so those are the 3 big mistakes that I made, and I don't want you guys to make those mistakes. Obviously, a big one that I touched on was nutrition. 3 big takeaways. Number 1, don't overeat unless you're trying to gain weight. And if you are trying to gain weight, you need to be in a caloric surplus. And if you're trying to be in a caloric surplus, do not eat unhealthy foods. Obviously, have a balance to your eating regimen, but at the same time, it cannot be nothing but fast food because it's working against yourself, counterproductive. They call it a dirty bulk, but sometimes people do it in excess and they're just working against themselves. You can't out-train a bad diet. Number 2, be consistent with your workouts. No matter what, make time for yourself. That is detrimental to your overall health mentally and physically. Number 3 is get enough sleep. It is a time for your body to de-stress, relax, and recover. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment on what you want to see next. Make sure you're staying consistent and getting those consistent gains in fitness and in life. See you guys in the next one. Peace.